I'm watching a YouTube video about the TSMC fab in Arizona, and it's amazing. And when you watch the whole story about it, it's even more amazing. This is some European girl, Anastasia or Natasha, I don't know what her name is, but she's got this nasally, breathy voice. But the point is this: the Lord's showing me it's going to get blown up. It's going to get targeted. I don't want it to be targeted, but the Chinese know that that's absolutely critical for weapons and military and advancement. First of all, whenever you do a copy operation, that operation is observable. If it's data on a hard drive, if it's copying a fab factory from Taiwan to Arizona, the whole thing's observable, and it informs the opposition on how to do it themselves. Guarantee you, China got insights on water cleanliness and all these other things required to make chip factories by watching us make one in Arizona. Secondly, we've got our own domestic terrorists too. We have religious idiots. Christians are not supposed to be religious idiots, and I don't think most of them are. But there's fake ones that are religious idiots who literally might go attack it. You watch that movie with Johnny Depp about AI. People are afraid. Low intelligence people who have an oversimplified view of things, which is a misunderstanding. Overly complex is a misunderstanding. Oversimplification is a misunderstanding. Truth is calling that which is as is, and calling that which is not as not. That means at the proper levels too. Getting priority and level and amplitude and location and positionhood. Getting everything right. Getting it fucking right. In all ways possible. We need missile defense around that building. That building needs massive security. That building needs Iron Dome. I literally don't know why we can't shoot first. Anybody in government needs to go watch a cowboy movie where the good guy is getting backed up against the wall by two bad guys, to realize that when the bad guy does decide to shoot the bad guys first, it's because he didn't have another option. And the bad guys initiated the aggression by backing him up against the wall. And China's already done it in space. They've already done it in space, and we are already fully qualified, not just to militarize, which it already is, but to weaponize space with space-based weaponry, and to tear down and destroy or put little rocket booster things that push all the Chinese satellites towards the sun. Get the space debris out of the field. Push it away into the sun. We're more than qualified to do that. We're more than qualified to invade China, extricate the CCP. We are more than qualified to do chemical weapons attack, to chemically castrate the entire fucking nation of Chinese if we needed to. They've already shown their cards. They have already shown their cards. To the trained observer, there is zero question about what the Chinese are going to try to do with power. Look at how they're positioning all these satellites in mid-Earth orbit. Look at how these satellites in mid-Earth orbit slide around and move around. Hello? Is there any thinking observers in the world left to fucking understand what's going on? We need to televise what we're going to do to the whole earth. No, we don't televise what we're going to do, but we'd say what we're about, what we stand for. Call it propaganda if you have to. It's got its place. The Lord God of the Bible, the highest philosophical thought in all of creation, uses propaganda. He sets a stern warning. He sets a line in the sand. He says, don't cross that fucking line. He gives us warnings. We have an entire book of Revelation prophesying disaster if we don't heed its warning and avert it. We need to tell everybody this is what we stand for. Sometimes a good guy's got to use guns too. Sometimes a good guy's getting backed up against the wall and he's got to shoot first. Sometimes weaklings and haters are going to say, hey, you're the provocateur. Hey, you're an evil tyrant. Hey, look at you doing a first strike. You can't prove that the Chinese were going to use those military assets for nefarious use. You can't prove that that wasn't just for self-defense. Those are just weak minds that have a misunderstanding. It's called a misunderstanding. And their misunderstanding is what would cause them to gamble with their life. But when you run a nation, you have a sacred duty to guard your little chicken house, your hen house. And you can't be guided by the misunderstandings of people with less understanding. America can come together with the whole Western coalition and anybody else who wants to fit in to get in and join in and lay down the law.